Well, I see that you read the catchy headline and now here you are watching my channel. So I got a few questions for you before I try to give you some of the answers that I've come up with myself. Do you have a 401k? What is that 401k for? Is that so that one day you can retire and live pretty well? Do you have a savings account? What is that savings account for? Is that for in case something happens? Why do you have more than one vehicle? Is it so that if the other one breaks down, you still have a backup? You probably got about 6 pair of pants in the closet, maybe more. 20 to 30 shirts in the closet, maybe more. Why do you need so many? Well, the reason I ask these questions is it seems funny that everybody thinks it's okay to stockpile on many things, but they do not like it when people stockpile on food or toilet paper. And I've got more reasons to give you than just what I did. So y'all stay with me. I hope to answer the burning question of why do people hate preppers? Well, I started watching some prepper channels myself, and I even came up a couple of times I didn't like some of the things I was hearing and seeing myself. So I quickly kind of understood why it is that not everybody really likes preppers. I watched this one guy, for instance, and he talked a lot about having ammunition and all kinds of stuff. And I thought, man, I don't know what this guy's preparing for, but my goodness, he is really expecting something bad to happen. Well, now that's the thing about prepping is I guess everybody's prepping for whatever they think is gonna happen. Or maybe they try to prep for the worst of worst things happening. But what got me with this particular guy was he was talking about all the ammunition that he had, all the different weapons that he had. And then he even showed that he had a bulletproof vest. And I thought, man, he's ready for something big. And then he got into talking about food. And he showed some of the canned goods that he had. And he had some of these things they call, I think it's MRE, which is these freeze-dried type foods or dry packaged foods. Anyway, it's food that tastes like cardboard with a little bit of seasoning sprinkled on it. And he had about 2 boxes of that, which probably would have lasted him about 2 weeks if he really watched how he ate. But what really got me was the guy said he needs to check into finding some seeds for gardening. I thought, man, I would be working on food way before I would be working on getting me a bulletproof vest. I do not want to survive any kind of a zombie apocalypse or whatever's going to happen if I don't have anything to eat. Man, I don't want to starve to death. I'd much rather somebody just shoot me and put me out of my misery than starve to death. But this guy was dead set on having enough Rambo equipment to last a while, but he sure didn't have any food. It didn't even have gardening seeds. I was like, wow. Now, earlier, I asked you a simple question of, do you have a 401k? And is that so that later on you can retire and retire with comfort? Now, let's imagine that me and you are the same age. Me and you get to 65 years old at the same time. And me and you are sitting and having a discussion and you say, man, I'm really glad that I saved up when I did. I started saving when I was really young, and now I have $1 million, and that's going to be my retirement fund. And I look over to you and I say, you know what? I didn't save up any money for retirement, but boy, I sure am glad you did. I hope you don't mind if I ask you for some of that retirement money, because I didn't save any retirement money. So do you mind if I have some of your retirement money? Well, you know exactly what you would tell me to do or where you would tell me to go if I was to ask you that question. And I can't really blame you. If I did not save up money myself, because I know good and well I'm gonna get 65 one day and I will want to retire. And if I didn't save up money to do it, it's my own fault. Same thing goes with prepping. It's really evident now. We have seen so many crazy things going on. We saw that we have this cold, or whatever you want to call it. It has come, and it struck us at the late time of winter season. So we really knew that we didn't get the full effect of it, but we knew that it was going to come back. And now it's that time of year that it's going to come back. Here we are looking at December. Every day you can see the charts on the news. They're saying the cases are going up. People are dying. People are falling out everywhere. Hospitals are getting full. Cities are shutting down. They're closing the stores. You cannot go get toilet paper. You can't go get any food. Stay in your house. Don't even have Thanksgiving with your friends or family. And you're thinking, why in the world did I not stock up? What are we waiting for? Why do we keep watching this? It's like we're watching the same movie over and over and over, and we're not buying, we're not preparing. That's what prepping is you prepare. You prepare for what may come or what may happen. We don't always know what may happen, but we sure knew this was going to happen again. And if you're at Costco or Walmart and you see somebody pushing a buggy and they've got 5 big stacks of toilet paper sticking up out of their cart, that's not a prepper. That's not what a prepper is. A prepper is somebody who buys about 5% more than they need every time they go shopping. If I went grocery shopping today and I needed $100 worth of groceries to last me a few weeks, I would buy $105 worth of groceries. And I would set back that 5% for down the road. I would not go to the grocery store tomorrow and load up. That's not what preppers do. If you watch any prepper channel, they all tell you the same thing if they're a good prepper. Now, I have only been watching these channels for a very short time, but I have been preparing for a pretty good while. I just didn't consider myself a prepper until I started watching some of these channels and noticing some flaws in the system, but also I did catch on a lot of great things that a lot of people were saying to do. So back to my question of why do people hate preppers? And I think it kind of goes back to something very similar, which is why do the poor hate the rich? The rich have something that the poor people wish they had. And I think when people really think about it, the thing that they don't like about preppers is preppers have what they wish that they would have bought up themselves. No different than the person who did the 401k versus the person who didn't, or the rich person that worked hard, invested their money wisely, and the poor person who made some pretty bad decisions. You can be very well off and make some bad decisions. That may be why you hate preppers. If you're well off and you're thinking, man, I buy 2 or 3 cars, I buy fancy vacations, I live at large. And hey, if the bottom falls out, I'm just going to run to the grocery store and buy up everything I need. May not get the chance to do that. We may go into shutdown tomorrow. The city you live in may already be in shutdown. We have no idea what's to come or what's going to happen. Now, this video being made in late November of 2020, this video may get a lot of laughs in 5 years. Or in 5 years, people may look back at this and think, man, this dude was spot on. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing by becoming a prepper. I've always bought things. I've always prepared a little bit, but I have truly began to prepare for what may come. No idea what's coming, but by God, I'm going to be prepared when it gets here. And you may hate me. But for those of you that have watched my channel, you know for a long time that I have been kind of building up to this point Matter of fact, I think the very first video I shot ever was me chopping firewood. That was about 5, maybe 6 years ago. And so I've always heated my home with firewood. Nobody's ever hated me for that. I recently put a solar system on my home. Nobody hated me for that. I've been buying up a lot of foods and storing them up. People will hate me for that, but nobody hated me for growing my own garden and trying to get as much food, healthy food as I could for me and my mother and anyone close by that I could share with. But I have been doing steps for a long time trying to prepare for me to be able to survive anything that I might have to survive through. And I hope that you're doing the same. And if we do get into a situation where things have gotten to a serious position and everyone needs to prepare, or everyone needs to be fully into phase 2, whatever phase 2 or phase 3 becomes, I will be here to help you any way I can, tell you what I'm doing. I'm not saying that I have the answers. Nobody does really. So if there is something I can help you with, whether it's giving gardening tips or whatever I may show or tell you on here, I'll try to do what I can to help you along. Just like I have on, I've done a lot of videos on campers trying to teach people whatever I could with that. And a lot of it I learned off of the internet, doing a lot of research, reading forums and all kinds of things. So I'll try to help you out through it here as much as I possibly can as well. Folks, I appreciate y'all spending some time with me today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this a little bit. If you did, hit all the bells and stuff down there. Leave me some comments. I want to know what you guys are preparing. Let me know what you've been stockpiling up. Let me know why you hate preppers, or why you are a prepper, why you like preppers. Give me some comments. Give me something to read. I sure would appreciate it. Love to hear from you. Hope to see y'all again real soon. Bye-bye.